Hello there and welcome. Now today we want to factorize quadratic expression. We have been introduced to quadratic expression in the past where we have three terms. We have the x squared term, the x term, and the constant. Now this is x squared plus 7x plus 12. Now generally we say we have three terms and they are called or referred to as x squared as the a term, 7x as the b term, and 12 as the c term. For example, we say that this x here is the a term, this 7 here is the b term, and this 12 here is the c term. Now, in order to factorize this expression, the quadratic expression, we need to have four terms here. You realize we have three. In order for us to factorize and to get four terms, what do? We find AC. Right? First step is we find AC, meaning that A is multiplying to C. In this case, A here, the coefficient of A there is 1. So 1 will be multiplying to C, which is 12, and AC is 12. So that's the first step. The second step is to find what B is. The coefficient here of B is equal to 7. Now here is the most important part in factorizing quadratic expression. We have AC, which is 12, and B, which is 7. Now, in order to have four terms here, we need to expand the middle term. So we have four terms at the end of the day, and we can factorize. Now, how do we use these two steps in order to factorize quadratic expression? First, we need to find two integers that when we multiply them, it gives us 12, and when we add them, it gives us 7. All right, so let's see, two integers. We think of 4 and we're thinking of 3. Let's look at it. 4 multiplied 3 gives us 12. 4 plus 3 is 7. All right, and these two numbers will replace the 7 or the 7x term. So what do? We add the variable here, we add the variable here, and now we replace the 7x. So look at this. We now have x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. Do you see we have four terms there now? Because what we did is that we used the 7x term in order to make two terms, which gives us 4x and 3x. So we can factorize now. Let's factorize x squared plus 4. We look for the highest common factor between these two terms, which happen to be x. We factorize out the x as we would have done in the past, and x times x will give us x squared. We bring the positive sign down. X multiplied by 4 gives us 4x, all right? We bring down the plus sign here from the 3. We look for the highest common factor between 3x and 12. 3 is common because 3 can go into 3 and 3 can go into 12. So 3 times x gives us 3x plus 3 times 4 will give us 12. Once again, in this method of factorizing, we need to consider these two brackets. Once we have identical terms and sign, factorization would have been a success. So what do? We rewrite one of the common brackets, x plus 4, and whatever is outside, we put in another bracket, x plus 3.